Sup guys, welcome to another titty, and today we're talking about how to edit stunt, action and fighting videos. Let's begin. Titty. Last week we were talking about how to shoot action videos, and today we're talking about how to edit them. So I have Premiere open right now and let's see what we got. So I prepared everything already. We have different scenes. We have this one where one guy is beating up the other one on the ground. The first thing we have to know is how to pick our take. So sometimes, even though a shot looks better as a wide shot, like this one for example, it's a beautiful shot, but it's not perfect, because when we go through it and we watch them beating each other up, you see that obviously he's not hitting him for real. So this is not the perfect take to choose, even though that's the prettiest one. So what you could do is just have the beginning until the first hit happens, till here, bam, and then you have to cut to something else. Like this one for example, it's also a nice shot. I'm not a huge fan, but but the stacking works better here. So let's go through this one. So this one works, bam, bam. So from this point of view, this one works perfectly. So that's the first lesson to learn, that the most beautiful shot is maybe not the best pick. So we have another take of this guy because we wanted to show a close-up too. So we're showing him getting punched in the face. Bam, bam, bam. So that one works for the close-up. Yeah, this is how you pick your shots. But then when we have the actual fight scene done, there's a few little tweaks you can do to make it look better, okay? Let's just watch this clip real quick. So this is a one shot, obviously. The entire scene was filmed with one take. And this is how we rehearsed it, this is how we shot it. Even though it's not an edited scene, you can still tweak a little bit. Like for example, let's go to the very beginning. That looks good, bam. So the first thing we can do is making this impact on the ground a little faster. So right when I push him, I have a little cut, C for cut. Then go a few frames to the front. Till here, make another cut. Let's expand this a little bit. And now I just right click this guy and go on speed and duration and speed it up just a little bit. Let's say 105%. I click also on ripple, edit, shifting, trailing clips. That way when I click OK, everything shifts with this clip. So now it's just a little tweak, but now it's a little faster. Anyways, let's move on. We have this little tweak, and now he's attacking me with the knife. That looks good. So here I punch him in the face. Bam. Obviously I didn't punch him for real, but you can make this impact faster, because you see when you go through it, bam, this is already where he should react, but he didn't, because that's how it is. So I'm gonna just cut away this frame. So the trick is to cut away 1 or 2 frames. Let's go with 2 so we can see better what we're doing. So I just have 2 cuts here and here. Delete this thing. And now, look, bam. Now it's just faster, because I hit him, bam, and he reacts to it. So in reality we have a little jump from here to here. We have a little jump, and that looks in the action just looks way better. So this is my tip number 2. Deletes a few frames. I kick him in the ribs here. The knee is not very powerful. Some terrible acting in there. So let's try to improve it in the edit. So the first thing we do is we go to the impact again, and we're gonna cut away, let's say 1 frame on this one. But what we're also gonna do, what we did in the beginning, we speed up the action a little bit, but don't don't forget to not speed up the sound, otherwise it would sound horrible. So speed and duration, let's go crazy, let's try 150. You see that now the audio is out of sync here, but we're just gonna fix it by bringing the second audio layer. We're bringing in sync again, and the other one we're just gonna fade out. Mostly it's gonna do the trick. So let's see what happens. Bump. So now this one looks already way better. Smack. Bump. Second one is still horrible. Bump. Bump. Yeah, so now you can see it very nicely that the first kick is very powerful, and the second kick, which I didn't manipulate yet, looks very weak. Now we're gonna do the second kick as well. So first thing we do is go to the beginning of the kick, which is kind of here. Cut this thing. Go back to the end of the kick. Cut it again. Speed it up. 140%. See what it looks like. But we still need to cut away a few frames here so the reaction is better. That's better. Here I break his arm. One more kick. This one doesn't have to be fast. Sped up because it's not bad. I just cut away. Let's do 2 frames. It's just very important when you do all those things. It's very important that you stay subtle. You don't go too crazy. Don't cut away 10 frames or so because you just discovered this new technique and you want to make it better. Don't. Chill. Play with it a little bit and improve your videos a little bit, because in the end of the day, if the action is trash, you can't save it in post, okay? So better take some time when you shoot those things, rehearse those things, stay safe, and try to get them in camera as good as possible. And those little tweaks I showed you today, just use them to improve your scenes a little bit. Everybody does it. And one more special tip and trick for you, like here when you have a very fast shutter speed, because we shot this entire scene in 120 frames to be able to do slow motion, you have like almost no motion blur. It makes it more feel alive and looks more like a movie. But if you have no motion blur, there's a few things you can do. The fastest way to do it, you just go right click and go on time interpolation and frame blending. So as you can see, there is some action going on here. This is not real motion blur, okay? This is just some fake motion blur inside of Premiere, and this just makes it look a little more blurry in the movement. It's not perfect, but it does the trick. That compared to this definitely looks more like motion blur. Is it perfect? No. But for action scenes which are shot on your phones or have like very little motion blur, this is a great fast solution. Okay, let's check it out again. Check this one out. Lovely. So the next step would be adding sound effects, color grade this thing, and export and so on. But that should do for now. If you have any questions about how to shoot or edit action scenes, please let me know. That's my specialty. I'm here to help you with that, guys. And have a great titty to Tower Thursday.
Ah!